of TV commercials. Just TV commercials from 1978. They weren't like picked like this type of commercial or just from 1978. They were from September 4th, 1978. A lot of kids drinking a lot of oversweetened things. Kool-Aid. Buy Kool-Aid unsweetened and use your own sugar. This woman had a measuring cup. It was to the top, like a mountain of sugar in this. And she pours in the Kool-Aid and then just pours this giant cup of sugar in there. And the kid's like, oh, that's great. Stirs it up. With Kool-Aid and your sugar, you could have a great tasting beverage for the kids. And the kids are all, yeah. And then they just run outside to play. They're all white. There were probably 3 commercials out of a half hour of commercials that had black people in it. And one of them was a McDonald's commercial that was just directed toward black people. You gonna love a Big Mac. Come to McDonald's. And it's got the jazzy music playing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Honda. But it was all white people. White families. A white mom. And all she gave a flying fuck about was dinner and her clothes. Look at this. Look at these kids.
About fingerprints.
We'll need lots of lemons.
That's why we gave you a refrigerator with textured steel
They're
doors that
fucking
help
gonna
hide
put a
fingerprints.
lemonade stand out front.
Now you can get the same.
They're not on their
no-fingerprint doors on
iPads or
every kind of
phones.
refrigerator
I thought that was a
Whirlpool
pad
makes.
on the fucking
And
fridge.
Whirlpool makes more kinds of refrigerators than anyone.
Whirlpool actually made a
Now,
refrigerator
there's no fingerprints
because
for
kids would
everyone.
dirty your fridge up. They pre-dirtied it. They just gave it this texture that looked like they had chocolate on their hands and fucking started molesting the refrigerator. But I noticed like this optimism and this, everything was very upbeat. The music was very happy and up and fun. And the families were all white, father, mother, dad's coming home from work. And the outdoor, like young Pepsi commercials, it was young people, thin, normal, thin bodies on the beach, bicycling, and they're drinking their Pepsi. And you're just watching going, this society is gone. It's gone. And anyone that has any illusions of it coming back, yeah, I mean, look at this. They're all just young people out doing things, drinking Pepsi. Look at the music. Have a Pepsi day. Look at the hotness. You're not all fat fucks. Come on. Come with us. Come on. That's gone. That whole fucking way of life. It's gone. If overnight we went from that to what we have today as America, they wouldn't recognize it. You wouldn't know what had happened. What happened? Did Russia nuke us? What did they, a neutron bomb? And now the communists run everything? What happened? Is it Planet of the Apes? They wouldn't know what happened. It's unrecognizable. And it's strange how you could really get an idea of what's going on based on the commercials, the consumerism. What is America buying? How do they buy it? How do people sell them things? That, like, the commercial really gives you this, because it had to be quick, 30 seconds or a minute at most. And it had to portray an America that people wanted to see and want to be part of. Like, come on, come to the beach, drink some Pepsi. We're hot. Oh, I got kids and they're happy and they're fun. They're playing outside. Just give them some fucking high C or some Kool-Aid, and we will never get back to that. And it's not a time thing. It's not a, oh, you need a time machine to get. It's a cultural thing. It's societal. It's that we've been invaded by foreigners who cannot stand what is being depicted in those commercials. We have an element of enemies within that actually live here, were born here and raised here for generations, that despise what was shown there. Why aren't there commercials full of black people? Why aren't the white people being portrayed as idiots? Where are the plus size Americans? We're consumers too. Why aren't we represented? Where's the gays in the commercials? And it's gone. It's fucking gone. There's no going back. No going back to that. It was a little depressing with my little nostalgia. They had the Pizza Hut commercial. Oh, the people, they're at the tables with the checkered tablecloths and the red plastic glasses. You get a big Coke in there, and the booth seats and the Tiffany kind of lamp over your head. Yeah, here you go. Look at that. Got any volume? No?
Pizza all dipping with cheese. When you're laughing and smiling and shooting the breeze. Let yourself go to Pizza Hut. Let yourself go to
I want to go to Pizza Hut. It's not a table with a fucking fag and a chink and a jig and some fucking you don't even know. And somehow they all ended up at Pizza Hut, and they're having conversations with each other, even though those people would have nothing in common to talk about. It was 4 white people sitting in a Pizza Hut, enjoying their pizza at a Pizza Hut. Not a black family with a father and a mother and their kids, and a dopey white guy could come over and go, "Hey, having pizza?" And they look at him like, "You dumb fucking whitey." Because that's the whole attitude now. That's the attitude now. A commercial like that, people would look and go, "Oh, what? Why? White supremacy? Where's the black guy and the white, or the black guy and the white woman feeding each other pizza?" We let it get way out of hand. We let the snowball roll down the hill. And now that's a bygone place. And again, I want to make a point of making the distinction between the amount of time that's gone by and the difference in us as Americans. That's the big difference. Time is time. It's going to go past. Obviously, the 70s are different than the 80s. The 80s are different than the 90s. We get it. I get all that. So I'm not talking about like, wouldn't it be great to go back in time to a blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not Uncle Rico. I got my time machine with my crystal. Oh, God. But it's the way we act as Americans. How did we let so many invaders get into this country that hate America? How did we let a segment of our society turn into monsters, just criminal monsters that walk around and perpetrate crimes and injury and death amongst the population, steal with impunity, portray themselves as the victim? What happened to, come on down to Burger King? It's a whole different country. So I don't know. I was watching that last night. And very, very odd to see. Like, how the fuck? How did that happen? We really had something good going. We had something really good going. A vastly majority of white people. We were the majority. And everyone else, every other person realized that that was the case. And that's why certain stores stocked items that were predominantly for white people, because they are the majority population. It makes sense. Why commercials represented white people so much? Well, because they're a representation of the actual American population. That's what it is. And now it's all topsy-turvy, crazy, no clue who's being overrepresented, underrepresented. And that's where we are right now. That's how everybody perceives it. So that's how it is. And we were a great nation once. Good times.